Tuesday, October 28, 2025. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee questions Sheila, Katie spills the beans, and Taylor opens up to Deacon. At Brooke's house, Liam, Hope and Beth celebrate the engagement. Beth declares this the best day ever. At Forrester, Donna and Brooke gush over Hope's new line. Joining Katie, the third sister says Hope's future is looking bright. Brooke hopes she doesn't put her personal life on hold, as if. And Katie smiles knowingly. She's pretty sure there's no worry about that. Right on cue, Hope summons Brooke home. Donna senses Katie knows something, so Katie spills the beans. With Lee, Sheila tells her she can't believe she didn't lose her license for what she did. Luna only brought more chaos into their lives. She just wants her husband to come home, but he has to want to come home. They marvel over the bond they now share over their granddaughter before Sheila goes back to obsessing over her marriage, and hoping Taylor can save it. Lee tries to be encouraging but can't help but bring up the death threat Sheila made about Taylor. That was just you blowing off steam, right? Sheila explodes that she's not that person anymore, sure Jan, and goes back to obsessing. She needs Taylor to advocate for her marriage. In Taylor's office, she and Deacon embrace, and he tells her that he can understand the heartbreak she's gone through, urging her to talk to him. After some ranting about how badly they've been treated in their relationships, Deacon tells Taylor he feels connected to her. He wants her to feel connected too. Taylor makes noises about this being inappropriate, but smiles when Deacon takes her hand and says she can trust him. "I'm here for you." Taylor opens up about the dreaded love triangle with Ridge and Brooke, and Deacon comforts her. As Sheila sends Deacon a message to come home, Taylor complains to the restaurateur about Brooke, wiggling and giggling her way into Ridge's heart. She ends up crying in Deacon's arms, and before you know it, they're gazing into each other's eyes. At Brooke's place, Hope and Liam joke about Beth's big plans for their wedding, canoodle, and make heartfelt speeches until Brooke arrives. They chatter away until Brooke notices the engagement ring, and they confirm the happy news. Beth appears and celebrating ensues. The sun filtered through the tall windows of Brooke's living room, warming the air and illuminating the joyful chaos of the moment. Hope couldn't stop smiling as Beth jumped around the room, her excitement infectious. Liam sat on the edge of the couch, holding a mug of coffee he hadn't touched, his eyes never leaving his fiancée. Everything felt surreal, as if life had finally decided to give them the peace they'd both been chasing for so long. Hope looked at him and said softly, "You know, Liam, I don't think I've ever seen Beth this happy. It's like she's been waiting for this, waiting for us to finally come home to her." Liam nodded, pulling her closer. "Maybe she always knew we would find our way back. Kids have a way of believing in the magic we adults forget about." Hope leaned against him, her heart swelling. "Then maybe it's time we start believing again too." At Forrester Creations, the Logan sisters were a whirlwind of chatter and excitement. Donna, Brooke, and Katie stood in the design room, surrounded by fabrics and sketches from Hope's new collection. Donna gushed about the creativity flowing from her niece's new line, calling it one of Hope's best. Brooke smiled proudly, saying she could see her daughter's happiness reflected in every design. "When Hope is happy in her personal life, it shows in her work," Brooke said with a mother's glow. Katie, leaning casually against the cutting table, smirked knowingly. "Oh, I don't think we need to worry about Hope putting her personal life on hold anymore." Brooke gave her sister a suspicious look. "What do you mean by that, Katie?" Donna's eyes widened. "Wait a second, you know something, don't you?" Katie hesitated, then giggled, her secret too good to keep. "Let's just say Hope called Brooke home for a reason. You're about to find out." Meanwhile, across town, tension simmered in a quiet office where Lee Finnegan sat with Sheila Carter, who was uncharacteristically subdued. Sheila's voice trembled as she spoke. "I can't believe I didn't lose my license after what happened. Luna brought chaos into all our lives, Lee. I just want my husband back. I want Finn to come home. But he has to want to come home." Lee folded her arms, studying the woman she once swore to destroy. "You have to understand, Sheila. Wanting something doesn't erase the damage you caused." Sheila sighed heavily. I'm not that person anymore. I've changed. Her eyes darted away, betraying the uncertainty behind her words. Taylor knows that. She can help me fix this. She's the only one who can. Lee's lips tightened. And the death threat you made against her. That was just you blowing off steam, right? Sheila's expression darkened, her temper flaring before she forced it down. That was another lifetime. I'm done with that side of me. Lee gave a skeptical nod but said nothing, sensing that beneath Sheila's calm, the old fire was still smoldering. At that very moment, Taylor Hayes sat in her office, trying to shake the memory of her last encounter with Ridge. She'd told herself she was over it, that she was stronger now, but part of her still ached. When the door opened, Deacon Sharp stepped in with his usual mixture of confidence and weariness. "Hey," he said softly, "you look like someone who needs a friend." Taylor gave a half-smile. "Or a therapist. But I suppose you'll do." He chuckled and took a seat across from her. "I get it. Heartbreak leaves a scar that never quite fades. I've been there. More times than I'd like to admit." His words carried a sincerity that made her chest tighten. "You and me," he continued. "We've both loved people who couldn't love us back the way we deserved. Maybe it's time we stopped letting them define us." Taylor studied him carefully. "Deacon, you always surprise me. For someone who's made so many mistakes, you sure sound like a man who's learned from them." He grinned. "You could say I've been in the self-improvement business lately." As their conversation deepened, Deacon reached across the desk, brushing her hand lightly. "You can trust me, Taylor. I'm not Ridge, and I'm not expecting anything. I just want to be here." For a long moment she didn't pull away. Her voice trembled when she finally spoke. "Every time I think I'm done with that love triangle, something drags me back. Brooke wiggles her way into his heart again, and I'm left picking up my own pieces." Her laugh was soft and sad. "Maybe I'm just destined to be the other woman in every story." Deacon's tone softened. "You're not anyone's second choice. You're just giving your heart to people who don't know how to hold it." His words struck a chord, and before she could stop herself, tears filled her eyes. He stood and moved to her side, his arms wrapping around her gently. She leaned into him, surprised at how natural it felt. For once, she didn't have to be the strong one. As the clock ticked quietly in the background, Deacon's phone buzzed. It was a message from Sheila. "Come home, please. Need you." He silenced the notification without looking twice. Taylor noticed